Hi, I'm Angie Lynn. I am an angel medium. I communicate with angels all day long. Um, Often, most of the time, personal day-to-day type communications, but I also get what I call random transmissions. My most recent post on my Facebook page, Bright Pathways, talks about a random transmission that I received watching squirrels. So I hope you hop over and take a peek and read a little about what Archangel Michael had to say in regards to our relationships and that of squirrels. So that being said, let's jump into our weekly reading. This week is a week of Christmas for many Christian traditions, and being of a Christian family of origin, I will be participating in the celebration of Christmas. I also have a 5-year-old, so we will be doing the Santa thing and all of that fun mayhem, for lack of a better word. So this week I chose the Archangel Michael Oracle cards. It really didn't feel like a choice. It felt like that's the set to grab. I have many cards to choose from, and this is the one that I chose. And taking a little peek at the cards before I began the video, I am very humbled by this message. I will say I agree with Doreen Virtue that sometimes the messages from the angels don't always appear to be very loving per se, but it's always for our highest good, because we're not just here to exist, survive, feed the kids. We are also here for an experience of being human with a soul. And it's actually, our very first card is much about how our life purpose is not just surviving, but also being a light and a love to the world and holding gently the light and the love in others. This is true life purpose. This is true living, when we can look another in the eyes and see the soul for who they are, for what they are. This provides much healing and light and love to all of the world. Being gentle, being kind, being courteous, compassionate. This is Monday and Tuesday, and I hope that when the opportunity arises for you to shine, to share your light with somebody else, some soul else in the world, that you seize it, for this is life purpose. To shine, to be a light for others, to see the light in others, and to honor that light in the best way we can in every moment. So Monday and Tuesday, embrace your softer side, embrace the world gently, embrace those around you gently, and hold tenderly the light and love within you and within all. Wednesday and Thursday are quite different days. This card is guarded and protected, and here we see a warrior angel, and the wearing of the green shows that there's great healing in honoring and respecting that within your own divinity, within your own soul, living in a human experience like we are, that sometimes our energies do need to be protected and guarded from those that maybe vibrate at a lower frequency, that maybe live a more fearful life, a more aggressive life, that don't necessarily respect and honor the light and the love within you. And it is an act of healing service to yourself to recognize that they are doing the best that they can with what they know, and to guard and protect yourself and your soul and your light and your energy from them. Owning this is a very powerful and healing experience. So Wednesday and Thursday, don't be afraid to guard and protect yourself from others. It doesn't mean isolate yourself from others. It simply means guard and protect yourself, and still carry with you the light and the love that you felt on Monday and Tuesday, and honor and protect it within yourself. And ask for help. So often, sometimes I'm asked, well, what can I do when I'm around this person or that person? And ask. It's a word I can't say often enough. The more you ask, the more you will see and feel and know that you are truly protected for your own divinity in your own soul. So don't be afraid to ask. You are worthy of asking, and you are worthy of being guarded and protected in light and love, and honoring that that person is doing the best they can. Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, we get, you created this situation and you have the power to change it. It's a beautiful card showing an angel painting, I wouldn't necessarily say a recreation of what is being seen, but an interpretation of what is being seen. So often when we look around us, we see things we don't like about our world and about our reality, about our situations. And when we can accept that we created, maybe we didn't create all of it. Maybe we co-created it. Maybe it was something that was part of our life plan before we entered our human bodies. But in one way or another, it was created, and it was created for a purpose. And to get lost in the emotions and the feelings of that situation and not realizing that we have the power to change it. We always have the power to change. That is never away from us. It feels like it sometimes. Maybe that which we see is so big in our minds and in our hearts, but we truly do have the power to change it. And God honors that power to change it because we have free will. We get to choose, and whatever we choose, we will be supported. And so don't be afraid to make changes this weekend, this last weekend of 2013. So often we make New Year's resolutions and we'll change on 1/1/14. Don't be afraid to do it a little early, to at least acknowledge that you have the power, to at least acknowledge that what is was created and co-created by yourself. And when you face the reality of your life and you don't like what you see, it can feel scary, it can feel lonely, it can feel hard, it can feel overwhelming, it can knock you to your knees. That's okay. Just be willing to change that which you see that you don't like, that doesn't honor your light, that doesn't honor the light within somebody else. Being willing to change and asking for help, that's the first step. Just being willing, recognizing, seeing, and saying, I am willing for this to change. That's a huge, powerful step. So take some time to reflect what it is you want to change for 2014, and know that you have this power to change. I have exciting news. This week we had a jumper card when I was shuffling, and a jumper card is one that literally jumps out when I'm shuffling. So it's always something that when it happens I'm like, oh, I wonder what that one's about. And I always save it for the end, kind of like a big juicy morsel. A summary usually is what it is, but it almost always holds a very powerful message of healing. And this card that jumped out while I was shuffling is God is in charge. And This card also shows what to me looks like Mother Mary and baby Jesus. And in the background right here, it's kind of hard to see on my screen, sorry about that, but that is the world. And we see Michael with his sword of light protecting, and it's a card that shows to me, especially in this particular Christmas season that we're in, that Mary and Jesus, they had faith most of the time, just like we're asked to have faith as best as we can in every moment, that God is in charge, that God knows what is best. We just have to be willing and open to doing that which is asked of us, and having faith that we will be honored and protected in all that we do. I feel this message very deeply. I will say that this life path that I'm living, this one of angel medium, was one that was a challenge to embrace for so often of my life. I have craved the normal life, the not getting the messages, and it took a huge leap of faith to trust that God is in charge and that He knows what He's doing. And when I made that leap, I felt suspended in air. I said, I jumped, I trust you, where are you? But then yesterday I received major validation, and I am completely thankful for that validation, because I truly, truly feel and know that God is in charge, that I am protected, that my life here on this earth is just a small taste of what life is. And by honoring my life with my daughter and honoring myself as somebody who is very, very connected, is a beautiful thing, and I'm very grateful and I'm very thankful. So thank you for watching. I hope you have a beautiful, wonderful week of asking for help, of owning your compassion and your love, and owning your power, owning your worth, and blessings and love. Merry Christmas.